speak version equals 1.0 xmlns equals http://www.w3.org/2001/10/synthesis xmlns mstts equals https://www.w3.org/2001/mstts xml. Lang equals enus voice name equals nus neural prosody rate equals -8% pitch equals -3% stay with us this gets deeper. Break time equals 250 ms/JSON title, Nzinga, the warrior queen Africa erased, thumbnail text, queen. Break time equals 250 ms/warrior. Break time equals 700 ms/forgotten, description, explore the incredible life of Queen Nzinga, the 17th century African monarch who defied the Portuguese. Break time equals 250 ms/uncover her military genius, political savvy, and unwavering fight for her people and #X27 as freedom. Break time equals 250 ms/learn about this forgotten warrior queen of Angola. Break time equals 700 ms/Queen Nzinga African history hidden figures, tags, voiceover. Did you know a 17th century African queen led armies against European colonizers for nearly 4 decades? Break time equals 250 ms/her name was Nzinga Band, and her story is one of fierce resistance, political brilliance, and a kingdom forged in the fires of war. Break time equals 250 ms/today. We delve into the extraordinary life of this often overlooked figure, a woman who dared to challenge the might of the Portuguese Empire and secure a place for her people in a rapidly changing world. Break time equals 700 ms/. Our journey begins in the heart of what is but here and #X27, what they never wanted you to know. Break time equals 250 ms/. Now Angola, in the kingdom of Ndongo, during the late 16th century. Break time equals 250 ms/. The Portuguese, driven by the insatiable hunger for slaves and resources, had already begun their relentless encroachment upon the land and its people. Break time equals 700 ms/. Nzinga was born into the royal family of Ndongo, a lineage steeped in power and tradition. Break time equals 250 ms/. Her father, Ngola Kilawanji Kia Kandesa, was the king, and her mother, Kangile Ndanji, played a crucial role in shaping her daughter and #X27. Stay with us, this gets deeper. Break time equals 250 ms/. Understanding of politics and warfare. Break time equals 700 ms/. From a young age, Nzinga demonstrated an exceptional intellect and a keen understanding of the complex political landscape. Break time equals 250 ms/. She witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of the Portuguese slave trade and the growing threat to her kingdom and #X27 sovereignty. Break time equals 250 ms/. Unlike many of her contemporaries, Nzinga refused to passively accept the fate that colonialism seemed to dictate. Break time equals 700 ms/. She learned to read and write Portuguese, mastering the language of the enemy, a skill that would prove invaluable in her future negotiations and diplomatic maneuvers. Break time equals 250 ms/. In 1617, her brother, Ngola Mbandi, ascended to the throne. Break time equals 250 ms/. His reign, however, was marked by weakness and indecision in the face of Portuguese aggression. Break time equals 700 ms/. The situation deteriorated rapidly, with Ndongo losing territory and people to the insatiable slave trade. Break time equals 250 ms/. Recognizing the dire circumstances, Nzinga stepped forward, offering her services as an ambassador to the Portuguese governor in Luanda. Break time equals 250 ms/. This was a pivotal moment in Nzinga and #X27's life, a moment that would forever alter the course of her destiny. Break time equals 700 ms/. The meeting with the Portuguese governor was fraught with tension. Break time equals 250 ms/. The Portuguese, accustomed to dealing with African leaders they considered inferior, attempted to humiliate Nzinga by providing her with only a floor mat to sit on. Break time equals 250 ms/. Unfazed, Nzinga ordered one of her attendants to kneel, using their back as a seat, thus asserting her royal status and refusing to be demeaned. Break time equals 700 ms/. This act of defiance. Subscribe to Punna Afric for more African history and wealth wisdom. Break time equals 250 ms/. Follow for more untold African stories. Break time equals 250 ms/. Prosody /voice/speak.